small party with his wife Jeannie marks the 83rd birthday of General Douglas MacArthur. An old soldier with an illustrious military career behind him, MacArthur was decorated by General Pershing for his leadership of World War I's famed Rainbow Division. 1930 saw MacArthur, at the age of 50, become a 4-star general and chief of staff, the youngest man ever elevated to that high Army post. 5 years later, the request of President Manuel Quezon brought MacArthur to the Philippines to prepare those islands for military self-reliance. On the fateful day of infamy, after the start of World War II had called him from retirement, MacArthur was back in the Philippines. Now, the U.S. needed his brilliant military mind for the Pacific War. MacArthur was ordered first to Australia by President Roosevelt to fashion the force necessary to stop the Japanese. Then, in 1944, as the enemy was being driven from island after island, he told the Australians,
2 years ago, when I landed on your soil, I said to the people of the Philippines whence I came, I shall return. Tonight, I repeat those words. I shall return.
It was no idle promise. In October 1944, with President Osmeña, MacArthur, now a 5-star general, strode ashore on Leyte. Back on Corregidor, he thrilled Americans with this ceremony. Atom bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki brought Japan's capitulation. Americans celebrated VJ Day, and MacArthur directed the signing of the surrender aboard the battleship Missouri on September 2nd.
I now invite the representatives of the Emperor of Japan and the Japanese government and the Japanese Imperial General Headquarters to sign the instrument of surrender at the places indicated.
MacArthur went on to Tokyo, and through his wise administration, he became the architect of the new Japan. The Korean War returned him to the field. Here again, he suffered early reverses, until with one bold stroke at Incheon, he cut behind the enemy's lines to turn the tide of battle. He was awarded his 5th Distinguished Service Medal by President Truman. Then the hordes of Red China crossed the Yalu River, and the war became one of attrition. During this period, there was a disagreement over policy, and MacArthur was relieved of his command by President Truman. However, on his return to the United States, MacArthur was invited to address the Congress, an appearance he ended with this moving farewell.
Soldiers never die. They just fade away. And like the old soldier of that ballad, I now close my military career and just fade away. An old soldier who tried to do his duty as God gave him the light to see that duty. Goodbye.
MacArthur, here with his wife and son, was then the hero of World War II's last homecoming celebration.